Oh, man. Let's see here. Let's see here. Get this stuff poppin'. Poppin', poppin', poppin'. All right, y'all. We look, y'all, bro. Understatement. What? Absolute understatement. We looked good. We looked great. Understatement, bro. Absolute understatement. 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 I know it's preseason. This is a whole nother beast, bro. Understatement. Shut up. Understatement. This is ridiculous. This team is gonna be so good. Understatement. Shut up. Everyone, shut up. Understatement. Kiss Brian Wright's feet expeditiously. Expeditiously? That's the word I'm looking for, right? Exponentially? I think it's expeditiously. No, is that? What word am I looking for, chat? I can't find the word, but the Spurs were able to find the basket tonight. Oh my God. OMG. OMG. Oh my God. Hold on. What a game. I do have a confession though, guys. I couldn't find the game. That's a new one for me. I couldn't find the game, okay? Because I refused to pay for League Pass. I absolutely refused to do it. I want to stick to my morals. But I didn't stick to my morals. They got me. Because it seemed like they shut everything down. You couldn't find it anywhere. So I had to pay for League Pass. Can you guys believe that? Can you imagine? I caved and paid 170. I did the monthly. I did the math. The monthly's like $18 a month. The $100 one, it would have been about that anyways, right? Maybe I'll do the 18 for a few months, and if one of these websites get popping again, then I'm yeah, morals of stealing. Hey, they're stealing from us, okay? That new deal that they got is absolutely ridiculous to watch games. That's ridiculous. You gotta have like 50 other stream. Like, all we asked for is a more streamlined, easier way to watch these games, and they were like, "Oh, okay, bet," and then just made it way more difficult. I don't care. I use Buff Stream. I'm gonna go ahead and, unrelated to what you said, but I'm gonna put something in my notes. Has nothing to do with what you just told me. Nothing to do with what you just told me. But I'm gonna put something in my notes. I'm putting Buff because, you know, I'm back in the gym. I've been going back to the gym. And Stream because I really love water. And water, you know, comes from streams. So, yeah. Completely unrelated. Just a little motivational thing I put in my notes just now. Hypothetically, you know, if he was a criminal. Whew. Well, guys, geez, should we just jump? Should we just jump straight into this game? Because this is by far the most impressive game we've seen thus far. Should I just, I don't know. Okay, but look, even the stream is acting up. Look at that. Look at that. You saw that? Even the stream's excited. The stream doesn't even know what to do. Before we talk about this game, though, really quick, big shout out to Sleeper. Guys, go check out Sleeper if you can. Link below. If you don't know what it is, it shows it's an app in which you can do daily fantasy sports. That's really great. And also they even have a social media segment of it as well. Unfortunately, there's no NBA stuff on it yet, right? That won't be until the end of this month, so you guys might want to hold off on it. But if you watch the NFL or any other sports, you can use it. As you can see here, like you can make some. So I'm just pressing random stuff because I don't even know who is that. Pickens? It's Dallas. You can really see that I do not pay attention to my Cowboys anymore because I hate them now. So I have no idea who that is. But if you guys know football at all, hop on over there and check it out. And as you can see below, just use the code CLAN and you'll get 100% match up to $100, you know? So if you guys are into it, you know, lock in. Guys, let's talk about this game because this game was absolutely incredible. I mean, it was absolutely incredible, guys. Okay, I'll read your, happy belated birthday. Thank you, man. Been watching for years and didn't realize we share a birthday until watching the VOD of the Heat stream. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks, man. You saw that? The stream is excited, y'all. The stream is excited. Thanks, man. Yeah, I saw it. I really appreciate it. Shout out to K2 Pat. All right, so here it goes. Okay, here we go. Now, the San Antonio Spurs put on a show. I'm so excited from this game. I don't even know how to function. I don't know if I can even talk about this game because there were so many things that I saw that just got me ready for this season, bro. And I know that it's preseason, but there's a few standouts here. Not just player-wise, just overall the vibe of this team where I am screaming, yelling even, that this season is special. Like, they are going to be in the playoffs and they're going to make some noise. Because this team, like, man, I don't even know where to start, guys. All right, so I'll just tell you my overall vibes, okay? My overall vibes, my initial takeaways. First and foremost, Dylan Harper. I am so sorry, my friend. I want to apologize to Dylan Harper because, as you guys know, I said initially that he would start day one. Okay? That was my take. I said he's going to start day one, and anybody that disagrees with me is dumb. I didn't say that to you guys, but I said he is going to start day one easily. And I came back on that. I was like, well, maybe he won't, right? Maybe he won't. But it was because of the injury. I was like, we might not see him how the Spurs are. They might hold off on letting us see Dylan Harper until like weeks into the season starting, right? So I was like, yeah, and then it's going to take time for him to start to implement, into the offense, or for them to implement him into the offense. And then that'll take some time for him to get used to it with the new thing. Nope. None of that. Day one, preseason, he showed that he's ready day one. So I'm right back on that train that I was on initially, that Dylan Harper could be starting day one. He looked phenomenal. Both ends of the court, he looked phenomenal. He looked comfortable. Like I told you guys before, we haven't had someone to get to the basket the way that he can since Tony Parker, right? People really worried about his shooting. And like I said, and I brought up stats plenty of times. I know sometimes it just seems like I'm just saying I told you so, but you got to bring it up, right? People forget, right? There's quite a few chatters that had arguments with me over this. But I brought up his shooting. People were like, I'm so worried about his shooting. He is actually good off ball. Like, shooting wise, he is good off ball. So I didn't see anything that I need to worry about. This is my first time seeing the stats, by the way. So I don't look at the stats, during the games. Unless the announcers bring it up. I don't pay attention. My first time looking at the stats, most of the time, at least for the majority of our roster, is when I just jump on stream. So I have not seen his stats. But let's see. His stats: 4 for 6, 1 for 3 from 3. I think the one he hit was a corner one, right? Am I tripping? I think it was a corner one. 3 assists. He was perfect. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you guys. Not only that, he had the highest plus minus on the team. So he had a plus 20. So when he was out there, the Spurs were making noise. He was so good defensively. That was something we brought up before too, right? Like, some people were like, he's not that good defensively. I was like, no, he's good. He might not be as elite as a Castle. He might not be as elite as a Sohan or Wemby, But I mean, Wemby's a whole nother beast, but he is a good defender. So he's not going to just get blown by, defensively. Like he's fine. But he was able to get to the rim easily. Already he got so much attention. There was one play in particular where they just the Jazz just completely tuned in on him, tried to close in on him as he was driving, and he got an easy alley-oop to Cornet. So like he looks sick. He had that really great alley-oop to Wemby. Actually, I think I can show that. Because when the social medias post it, it's low-key unofficial. So let me see. Okay, so I don't know if I can show this one, but you can see it a little bit. Oh crap! Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, he had that one to Cornet, but this one is the one that I thought, yeah, I will be fine showing this. Never mind. It's not gonna play. Yeah, it's just not gonna play. I apologize. I don't know. I don't. Jeez. Oh my God. Fix your app, bro. What is this? What is this? We're just looking at a ref's badonkadonk. What is this? What's going on? I swear it was playing just a second ago. Here, maybe if we go to this San Antonio Spurs. Oh my God. Are we sick? And then it says all the angles. That's so funny. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Maybe it'll start playing a little bit. But yeah, he looked great. He looked awesome. Alley-oop that he had to Wemby was beautiful. Just overall, he was great. So that was a standout for me. Another one as well is Carter Bryant, where he's one of those players, man, where he just got ice in his veins, right? Like defensively, he was great all game long. Every single time he plays defense, it is contested. Like there is not one time in which I see him defensively and he's not contesting a shot and his hand is right there to block it. Like he is so quick on his feet. He's up in the air so fast. He doesn't even need a lot of momentum, right? He's just there. He got hops. He got bunny hops, man. Yeah, so he was great. And even offensively, where like people are like, oh, he's been struggling. Obviously, he's been struggling. But at the end of the day, he hit the shot that really mattered, right? That three, he had no hesitation. And that's something that really showed out to me, because I think it was in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was the second quarter. But he had like a wide open 3-point shot. And the whole crowd was like confused. You can hear the crowd rumblings because they were like, why did you not take that? Like it was wide open. He just gave it up. He said, screw it. And then he ended up finding Champagny for a better shot. But that speaks to this team as well. Like they are so unselfish. And Champagny ended up hitting the shot. But like in that moment, that had people maybe a little worried, right? Like, oh, is he going to be scared to take these shots? But when the game was on the line, he hit a huge three in the fourth. So yeah, just icing that dude's veins, man. And the whole team felt like that. It never feels like, and this is the feeling I used to get with the championship Spurs. And I know it's just the preseason. But like, I never have the feeling that we're gonna lose this game. These first few games, it just didn't feel like that. The second game in particular, where we're having a horrible game. Any team, even in the preseason, right? Even you take the Spurs in last preseason prior, if they were struggling the way they struggled in that second preseason game, that's just a loss, easy. But we're one of those teams. We're talented enough, and I mean, even as bad as we were playing, we're disciplined enough, funny enough, defensively, where you can stay in these games, and once you get it together, you take off. And that's what we saw in the second game. And this one, I was just convinced the entire time that we had it under control. As close as it was, even going to overtime, I never thought that we would lose this game. It was just a total vibe of this team. Nobody was above the other person either. And that was another thing that was cool too, because by mid third quarter into the fourth, obviously you have like end of the bench players playing, but it didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like guys trying to show out or show what they can do. They just played within the system, played within the framework to win the game. They did what they needed to win. Disciplined, good basketball. Keldon has improved. I don't even know if it's the fact that Keldon has improved necessarily. He looks like the same player. I think what it is the team is just so much better that you don't have to be heavily reliant on Keldon. And you have enough shooters and you have guys that are a legitimate threat where Keldon can kind of just, do his thing, You think Keldon looks much better? Even if he don't got the best defense, if he could get this offense consistently, that's beautiful. I don't think Keldon looked any different, guys. I don't know. I did see someone post something and it got some numbers on Twitter where they were like, oh, we got 2022 Keldon back. But I'm like, in my opinion, Keldon has been the same basically this entire time, I think it's just we have a better team. Like the two versions of Keldon you get right now, I think, is you have a team that's very good and has a lot of depth where he can come in and come out and, if he's doing well, you can keep him in. If he's not, you can sit him. It doesn't really matter, but he's not going to show out. His defense isn't going to really be exposed because we have so many defenders. That's a Keldon that we see. Or we get the Keldon where everyone is injured, everyone is out, and it's just on him, and he can take as many shots as he wants, and the stats at the end of the day look fine, right? And people are like, oh, that Keldon's back. But I'm like, no, that was just a bad team. And Keldon can create his own shot by getting to the rim, right? I don't know. Keldon did look better slightly. I guess you guys just need to tell me what you mean by how he looks better. I don't really know. Now, I'm not even dissing Keldon at this point. I just don't really know what we're talking about. Keldon is dominating. Yeah, Keldon looks good, but it's been the same. Keldon has always been a good player. Don't think that for 1 second when I criticized Keldon, I said that he's bad. Keldon isn't bad. My only question is, can he fit with a team with his play style? Is it going to fit within our framework? Oh, by the way, I didn't even see the super chat. Shout out to AR Doc. He says, not really a fan of Keldon, but he seems to have matured a lot, not trying to play hero ball all the time. I don't know. I don't know if I see what you guys see, honestly. Keldon's taking the same shots he's always taken. So I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I just think the team is overall better. But I really do hope he just fits right in. He looks great. The team as a whole looked great. All right, off of Keldon. That wasn't one of the standouts I was going to mention. Wait, actually, that might be the only two. Oh, and I love Luke Cornett's and Victor Wembanyama's chemistry together. They look really great. And Wemby looked good. Wemby looked really good. By far his best game. I mean, 16 minutes, he put up 22 points. Yeah, he put up 22 points. So let me see if this actually played. It's still not playing. What the heck is going on? I wonder if I repost it and I go to my page, the video will play. That is so strange. Oh, it worked. It worked. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. What I love is the end of this. Look at this. Gave a kid a high five. I love that. This team is so fun. Your internet? It wasn't my internet. I don't know what's going on. This team is gonna be so much fun. I see a lot of Manu and Harper. Can you elaborate a little bit? Harper's just really good. I see a lot of Tony Parker and Harper. Dad bro up. Yeah, that was dope. He used to get Keldon vision a couple times a game. He's more controlled and is making better decisions on the court. His energy is always consistent and necessary. I'll keep my eye on it. I'm not gonna just because it could very well be me being biased here. So I'll take a look. I'll pay more attention, I guess. I felt like I've been paying attention. Keldon vision, I feel like it's still there. I don't think You know, if he has the green light, he's gonna go for it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm probably basing it a little bit off of that previous game as well, because that previous game we were playing really poorly, and we probably needed Keldon to, you know, create for us a little bit more, or create his own shot a little bit more. So maybe that's where my bias might be coming from. But the great thing about these couple games, guys, is because the fact of the matter is this: you're not going to be perfect, right? You're going to go into games and something is going to be going wrong. Either you're going to be missing shots, you're going to start off the game, you know, a little sluggish. Maybe you're going to get some turnovers here and there. And the most important thing is how quickly you can adjust, and if you could find other ways to win. And what's beautiful about this team right now is we have so many people that can bring pressure to the rim, and so many threats, lob threats with Wembanyama, and it is even more than that. So you got Wembanyama, you got Cornette, but then on top of it, I feel like even Carter Bryant could potentially be kind of a lob threat. I feel like Jeremy Sohan is a lob threat, right? You got quite a few lob threats, and you got guys that can get to the rim at ease. I mean, we don't even have Fox back yet, right? But you can find other ways to win. And I felt like that's another one of those games where it felt controlled and we found a way to win. Last game, it was a lot of turnovers early on, right? Very sloppy basketball. In this game in particular, it was just not hitting your threes, right? Like, we were pretty horrible from three. Let me see. They were 14 for 41, and we were, they were 34%. We were 27% from three, you know? 27% from three. But the Spurs can hit you in so many different angles. We're not relying on one thing. We're not a one-trick pony. We have so much depth. And nobody's back yet. Who do we still need back, right? We need, once the season starts, we need Castle, Fox, Sohan. Who am I missing? Well, Harper's back now, so like those three, right? That's all that we're missing? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's huge. Yeah, I said Castle. That's huge. That's two of our best defenders. Well, I mean, obviously Wemby's our best defender, but outside of Wemby, that's two of our best defenders. Yeah, Kelly Olynyk. I'm really curious on how Kelly Olynyk will feel into this team. And I'm also wondering, you know, because a lot of these guys aren't going to play, but I am wondering what the Spurs are going to do, right? Because I'm gonna be transparent. I see the vision. David Jones Garcia looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. It's a pretty good score. Pretty good score. He had a really nasty steal in there. That was a clutch steal. But he looks really good. So I'm wondering if they can find a way to give him some minutes. So far, I feel like he's been looking better than Lindy Waters. Says defense is an issue. He had that one steal that looked good, but yeah, I'm wondering if he can get a few minutes here and there. I don't know though. I don't know, but I think it's very telling though, guys, when you know well, not our best because not everybody played, but some of your best players play and it looks under control and they look really good. And then once they sit down, the opponent comes back a little bit, and the fact that the end of the bench guys play with immense amount of confidence. That's top down. That's guys like Wemby. I mean, it's character wise as well. Like, these guys are confident in their abilities, but when it's a vibe thing as well, right? Like, when you have a leader like Wembanyama, when you have Fasel as confident as he is, and Keldon as confident as he is, and how great of a teammate he is, and I think it just kind of rubs off on the other guys as well. You know what I mean? They all they just believed in each other. I don't know. I know that's corny, but it's just the truth. They look great. You know what I mean? Yeah, is Fox going to be back soon? So according to Fox, he's fine. And it seems like it's the Spurs just being very cautious with what they do. But I'm assuming he'll be back, like, at least in the first couple games. Man, if I had to put my money on it, I'm going to say third game. But yeah, I'm going back on my prediction that Dylan Harper should be starting day one. I'm going to go back on that. And will it happen? I don't know. Probably not. Especially if Vassell is as good as he's been this past game. We'll see. But yeah, I'm so hyped for the season, bro. It's understate. This is going to be such a good season. We're going to have so much fun. These live streams are going to be popping after these games. Like, we're going to have so much fun. We're so loaded. I can't wait for the regular season. So good. So good. Caps, why you got to do this? Why you got to do this, buddy? Come on. Come on. Come on. Sohan only makes this team better, my friend. All right, let me see. Let's see if the Spurs uploaded some stuff. I think they talked to Dylan Harper, right? I think Dylan Harper got... Oh, they posted some stuff. They posted some stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. They posted some stuff. Who should we start with? We got so many. We got Dylan Harper, Vic, Mitch Johnson. Who you guys want to start with? We got David Jones Garcia, but might not trip on that one. When do the Spurs play again? That'll impact my decision on how many we're gonna watch. Play on Monday. So what's that? Tomorrow's Saturday, Sunday. Oh, actually, we can go through all these. I don't want to go through all of them. I feel like we should go with that GM survey. Where do you want to start, though? Yeah, who do you want to start with? Garcia? You want to start with Garcia? Is that Harper? Because I didn't see that one. Harper? Okay. All right. I feel a sneeze coming. And this is what happened last time. I feel a sneeze, but it's not coming out. I don't know what's going on. I don't like it, though. It's very uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable feeling when you're live streaming. I don't like it. We're going to go over Dylan Harper because the chat has spoken. So that'll be the first video that we look at, Dylan Harper. Before we do that, just real quick, if you guys are interested in Sleeper, they are the sponsor of this video and live stream. So if you guys are interested whatsoever, please head on over to Sleeper, do some daily fantasy sports, make some picks, make some good picks. Okay. I don't know anything about the NFL nowadays, but the NBA is going to be coming soon on here because, you know, season just hasn't started yet. But yeah, you can do quite a few things here. You just do more on that because obviously you're going to have more than 0.5. Is that touchdowns? 0.5 touchdowns. Yeah, you'll have more than that. Yeah, you'll have more. You'll have more than that. I believe in you. What's another one that's pretty obvious? Because I don't like losing. So let's see here. 0.5. I'm gonna go with that one. Taylor. I need to watch more football, bro. I truly need to watch more football. But if you guys are interested, if you know more than me, head on over to Sleeper. Use promo code CLAN, and you get 100% match up to $100. All right, let's take a look at Dylan Harper. That's how Victor Wembanyama says his name. Harper.
How's it going?
God, that's loud. I don't know if that was loud for you guys. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
It's going good. Got a good one.
That's still loud.
Did you enjoy yourself out there, just kind of getting some run? And
really quick, just want to say his hair looks great. Number two, I want to say he was phenomenal. Oh my God. You would not have known that he hurt his thumb. It's so funny though. Isn't it crazy? I know we went over it before, but isn't it crazy? I'm gonna stick to this. It's crazy that the Spurs took down the video and we didn't know why they took down that video of him in practice getting dunked on by Castle. Like our initial reaction, at least my reaction, was maybe they took it down because they didn't like the discourse behind who should start. But I didn't think that the discourse was that bad, right? So I was like, why did they take that down? And then when we got the news that he hurt his thumb and we went back, it was the same thumb that, you know, he blocked that or tried to block that dunk with. It's like, oh, maybe that's why, right? That's crazy.
Definitely.
How did Dylan Harper do? He was phenomenal, Moses. He was phenomenal, dude. He was so good. He was so good. He was so great. He looked controlled. He looked confident. He was taking took like a really good mid-range shot. He was finding his teammates. I mean, talk about the game needs to slow down. Not for him. I said day one, he would have been a number 1 overall pick any other year. But he's really good. This is going to be a superstar. I'm gonna call it right now. If not a superstar, a star. I'm gonna say that. I didn't necessarily think that with Castle, which I think Castle's gonna be really great, right? But I don't know. I know his ceiling is pretty high. Like ideally, hypothetically, theoretically, you know, maybe not hypothetically. I didn't mean to say that. Theoretically, he could be a SGA, right? But I feel like this guy, Dylan, nope, he's a star, all-star, easy.
We did. I mean, just being back on the floor with them guys, just getting the chemistry going before the season actually starts. It just felt good to play again. Just getting up and down, just trying to.
Yeah, sorry, superstar might be a little crazy. I got too excited. He's gonna be a star though.
Get a feel back for the game.
Did you have any sort of emotions before the game during the anthem or anything like that?
No, besides nervous, no. I mean, just a little nervous, a little jitters before every game, but I was ready to go.
This morning you talked about defense, how important it's going to be. You were ball hawking full court early in this game. Just talk about the defense.
Just, I think, setting the tone early that we're going to be a defensive team, just the presence that we have on defense, I think, from the personnel to everyone on the floor, I think we could be a really good defensive team. So just trying to set the tone for everyone by picking on full court.
Victor talked about a media day.
Am I too excited? Am I being too excited? If I said championship this year, oh my god, if their chemistry really gets it going, bro, like they have a really great offensive chemistry, I don't know how you beat them. I don't know. Playoffs is a whole nother beast, I get it, but like we might at least get out of the first round. Like I don't know, this team is really good. I'm sorry, you guys can't hear that. So I have neighbors, and I think they keep I know they keep accidentally connecting to my speakers, and I need to fix that. But I get to hear the music that they play, but I'm hoping one day it's not something else that they're listening to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Watching, you know what I mean? And they accidentally connect to my, yeah.
Defense is a non-negotiable for everybody. And you've been obviously a big offensive star.
They have bad music taste too. So, yeah.
Your whole life, and that's kind of mostly what's asked of you before you get to the NBA level. So just how much has defense dominated the discussion?
I mean, defense is how you win games, championships. I mean, I think the best teams play defense, whether it's OKC, Indiana, 2 teams that are in the finals. One thing in common about both teams that they're gonna play defense every night. They're gonna be aggressive, physical, and all 5 are gonna guard from the star player to the role player. So I mean, just having that mindset and just wanting to be better.
How'd you like?
He's a good defender. Clint, your excitement got me thinking we can win the chip. Okay, winning the chip. All right, if you watch the finals, it's very difficult to win a championship. Okay, it is very difficult. You saw those teams battling out. That was a great final series. I really hate our boy went down because that kind of ruined the whole thing. That dampened the entire thing. But it's very difficult. So I don't want to get your hopes up. Let's not get too crazy. I'm not going to get your hopes. I don't actually feel that way. I'm just excited right now. But I do want to see how good they are, you know, come like month 2, month 3. And if they're really getting it together, if they're really great before All-Star weekend, I might make that call that we can go deep. But it's very difficult. Pacers would have won. I thought so too. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. But making out of round 1, I think they can. Right now, I say that I think they can, and I think they'll be number 4 in the West.
The lob you threw to Vic.
I should have threw it higher. I think I should have threw it a lot higher.
Is that what you told him?
Yeah.
To Vic, we're winning 6 championships in Wemby era. Don't worry. Yeah. Well, Wemby got to do that if he wants to be considered the GOAT. He got to do that. 7, he's better than MJ.
Yeah, I said I should have threw higher because it's weird. Like, ain't no one ever played with someone that tall. So I mean, when you get out there, you throw it up. You think you threw it too high, but then he catches it, and you're like, it's a little too low. So I mean, just adapting to that. But yeah,
every new player.
That's the crazy thing. Everybody had a difficult time playing with Wemby, and they're nowhere near as talented as Dylan Harper. As much as I love me some Sohan, and as much as I will fight tooth and nail to tell you guys that he is a very good player, especially defensively, very good player. I know that he is not as talented as Dylan Harper. like this is just a better player. So the fact that he's even saying, yeah, it's pretty difficult. I think fans were a little too harsh on all of our guys when playing with Wemby initially.
That shows up, it's the same thing.
Nah, it's crazy.
You get in a rhythm, like you're coming over a screen, you throw a crossbar pass, you kind of have like a rhythm of like you know where it's generally going. But when you throw it to him, it's like a totally different
Nah, yeah, when you throw it to him, it's like you kind of gotta like flip your brain. Like usually, like if you go throw it to someone else, like I had to drop off to Luke, like that was right in his pocket. If I would throw it to Vic, it would hit his chest. So I mean, just little things like that. Just you gotta get it. Just throw it where no one else can get it but him.
Clan, just so you know, I never said Harper wasn't more talented than Castle. Oh, was your take that Castle should start over Harper or something like that? That's okay. I mean, Castle's really good. I think a lot of people just kind of like, well, he hasn't started yet or he hasn't played in the NBA yet. But it's like certain players, you just know day one, right? Like, and you got to keep in mind as well, like, how scouting has improved over the years. There's no mistake on how good a player is going to be usually, right? Like it is very rare for like a top lottery pick to not have a place in the NBA or not play pretty doggone good. A lot of people bring back like old stuff. They're like, well, the Spurs found Manu. You can get talent late in the draft, and Tony Parker, you can get talent late in the draft. If it was today and Manu Ginobili was in this era, he would be a top 5 lottery pick. Easily, right? Because scouting has just improved so much. Big part of it is because of the Spurs, right? They've gotten so good as well. But just overall, there's so much effort and so many things that guys see now, when it comes to scouting. So there's no mistake. There's no mistakes. Like Dylan Harper is ready day one. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, you talked about maybe being, a little pregame jitters, but once you got out there, you seemed pretty confident. No hesitation on your shots or
top
passes.
5.
Once you got
Manu Ginobili, if he was in today's draft, yeah, he'll be lottery. Yeah. I guess I had to go back to Manu's lottery. Well, no, we will be talking about today's lottery. Yeah, today's lottery. Yeah, Manu be top 5. Yeah, he'll be top 5. Manu was really great. Manu was really great. People would have seen it. Yeah, people would have seen it. Oh, Jones Garcia caught fire. Was that the game? Jones Garcia caught fire. Yeah, he was really good. Thanks for the super chat.
on the court, did all the jitters and everything sort of go away right away?
Yeah, definitely. I think just trusting in my work and my ability. I think my teammates do a great job of kind of empowering me, and they're gonna let me.
Oh, are you a new Spurs fan? I forgot. You're a new Spurs fan. Yeah, no, Manu Ginobili was him, bro. Yeah, Manu Ginobili was him.
They're gonna let me know when I do wrong, but ultimately they're here to help me out, and I'm here to help them out. So just having that confidence behind me, I think, is very helpful.
That's the thing that sucks about Manu Ginobili, is because you can look at his stats and they don't look that impressive. Like he's literally a you had to be there player. I mean, you can look at his highlights and see how incredible he was, but he was so timely with things as well. Like the plays that he would make night in and night out was so impressive. And even if he had 10 points in a game, right? Like they were the most important 10 points of the game, like he was that type of player. He was just a winner. He didn't care about the stats, but he could have easily been like a superstar on a lot of teams. And with us in particular, you know, he could have been that with us if we didn't have him coming off the bench. But yeah. Manu nowadays, if they were scouting as advanced as it is, yeah, he'll be top 5. He'll be in the lottery.
You want to get back out there late in the game when
Yeah, definitely. I mean, who don't want to get out there in a close game trying to win the game?
Good. Thanks, John.
Appreciate it.
Dylan Harper's great. He's great. He got a good. His mom was a phenomenal parent. Well, both his parents are phenomenal. Obviously, his dad, you know, comes from winning championships, but his mom was his coach. She did a great job. Anyways, I love it so much. Such a good game. Made me happy. Julian Champagny gotta get paid. Manu, my favorite player of all time. Mine too. All right, what we got next? Vic. We doing Vic? Are we gonna do Vic? Champagny should start. I wouldn't be opposed to Champagny starting. Clan, why don't you watch highlights of I would have to be on Twitch if I did that, honestly. I can't do that here. Because what YouTube does is, first off, you'll get copyright claimed, right? And that won't hurt your channel or anything, but you get copyright claimed. And then what they do is like shadow ban you almost. So when you start uploading, the algorithm doesn't push it out as much. And like you guys probably notice at times you don't get notifications for live streams or videos and stuff like that. It's because the previous video was copyright claimed. And unfortunately, I'm not big enough where it doesn't affect me that much. People are just gonna randomly, you know, tune in regardless of fine. Like, you need a reminder. People need reminders. So it just screws me over. You know what I mean? Flight does it all the time. I'm not Flight. Flight is huge. Flight is freaking huge. I feel like I saw something that had to. Oh, have you been watching Demon Slayer Clan? Yeah, I'm trying to rewatch up to the movie because I've only seen 2 seasons of it. And I love it so much. Fix your camera. Oh crap. Let's see. Like that. Is that better? Is that better? I feel like that's better. Is that cool? Good. Better? Cool. All right. No, not that movie. The new movie. Wait, the castle one. Is that the one? Watch it right now. Man. Yeah, I seen the train one. I like it a lot. No, you need to watch Demon Slayer in IMAX, not gonna lie. Infinity Castle, that's it. I mean, unfortunately, I'm just not gonna be able to make it, you know? I gotta catch up to that. I want to, but I'm gonna have to catch up. And then by the time I catch up, I just don't think I'll be there. And that's okay. I love Demon Slayer. But I'll watch the movie, you know, it'll probably be like on Streamio or something, or, you know, I think it's on there now. So I'll just watch it after I finish watching the series. I'm just rewatching the first 2 seasons and then getting into 3 and 4. One Piece is scratching my back right now. I need to catch up to that too. I got so much stuff to watch, y'all. Yeah, he really is. Okay, we'll talk about Mitch in a little bit. All right. Okay. We got to talk about Vic. You guys said we should watch the Vic one, so I'm gonna do the Vic one. But before we do, once again, you know I gotta do this. It's just real quick. You know, this is a little quickie, little teaser here. Big shout out to Sleeper as always. If you guys are interested whatsoever in daily fantasy sports, go over there, check it out. Link in the description. They do a phenomenal job with all of their different picks, all their different selections. There's also sections on there in which you can see the live stats, live games, all that good stuff. You can't watch the game, but there's live stats, live commentary, as far as so many fans posting things when the games are going on. Unfortunately, right now, I want to show you some picks, and I want to make some picks for NBA, but that's not going to be going until the season actually starts. But there's some picks that you can make NFL-wise. So if you guys are big fans of the NFL, you can use that. Obviously, there's other sports as well that you can jump on that seasons are currently going on. But yeah, it's super easy. You just do some daily fantasy sports, put those in, and you're good to go. So you'll get 100% match up to $100 if you use that promo code CLAN. So right there, use that promo code CLAN. All right, you get some good stuff. You get some good stuff. All right, Wemby. I don't know if you guys heard of him. He's okay. He's not like the best player on the team or anything like that, but he's doable. He's suitable.
What do you guys, as an entire group, take from a game like that?
I guess the biggest lesson is, since we have more rotation in this type of games, it's a good reminder that like great teams hold themselves to the standard no matter who's on the court, the first, second, even third.
Is this not what I just said? Like, how long are we in this live stream? I said like 40 minutes ago. This is what I said. This is what made this game so impressive to me, is that when the best players were on the court and they sat down and you got to the end of the bench guys, it never felt like we fell off. It felt like these guys are just as confident, and the guys that's on the bench now, the starters, are cheering them on just as confident in them. And they just, I don't know, they play with a certain level of attention to detail. It never felt like we were going to lose this game. And I haven't felt this way literally since our championship years. Like maybe up to like 2018, right? Like, and after that, it's just kind of up in the air. But I haven't felt like we're not going to win since 2018. That's how good they've looked. This bench unit is special. They just play with a certain level of poise. He's completely right. Like, this standard that he's talking about is from top down. It's everybody. Is the preseason clan stop? No, you can see habits in the preseason. Obviously, games are going to be tougher, right? Obviously, games are going to be tougher, and you have to adjust to that. But I'm saying you can see the habits. It's there. The foundation is there. The habits are there.
It's a good reminder that like great teams hold themselves to the standard no matter who's on the court, the first, second, even third unit. So I guess this is the biggest lesson, trying to keep this regularity through a really bigger lineup.
How about just being out there with Dylan, and especially on that lob, seemed like he saw you right away and got you a good pass, just getting the chance to play with him on the court for the first time.
Yeah, it's great. It's been a while. I mean, he's been back at practice for a few days, but it's good to be on the court with him. He looks ready. Very comfortable, already throwing these kind of passes. So I'm very confident, and I'm very happy to be able to spend some time on the court with him.
On the lob, was he telling you he would throw it higher next time? Is that what he was communicating to you after the play?
I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
I was trying to read his lips. I couldn't tell.
I don't remember. I just thought it was a dangerous play though. Kind of.
Dangerous meaning?
Yeah, the foul was kind of dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me re-watch that. Was the foul dangerous? That's not a good angle, and I can't play the actual footage because it'll get copyright claimed. I don't know. I got so scared. Well, after this right there, that was kind of scary. But like, let's see, if he would have threw it higher, would that have made it better? No, not really. Well, maybe. I guess Kevin Love went under his legs a little bit. I didn't think it was that bad when I saw. I don't know. I don't know. I'll take his word for it, I guess. I love that Vic takes a second to think about his answers to questions. He always sounds so smart. Yeah, like he's very, Vic's very thoughtful, He's very thoughtful. He thinks before he says something. Yeah. I think that kind of shows just him as a person as well, right? He goes at a pace. He goes at his own pace. And that type of poise, even in answering questions, could probably show up on the court as well. You know what I mean? Just the type of person he is.
Just go down the stretch, seeing David Jones Garcia and just kind of what he's able to do, and kind of show what was the emotions like on the bench for you all, and seeing him sort of almost take over that game.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. Because obviously it's preseason, and we don't want the games to go for so long, but we're competitors, and when we're on the court, we want to win. And even if that was a practice game, if it was an overtime or a tie game, we would have kept going all night if we needed to. So it's always good to see competitors on the court like that, and he's a great one.
You personally got 10 free throw attempts tonight in 15.
That's so many equals. Let's see. Tim is Aja. Vic is Aja. TP Chelsea. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Let's do the Spurs when you say Timmy is Vic, Tony Parker is De'Aaron Fox, Manu is Steph, Kawhi is Dylan, Boris is Jeremy. We have a championship squad incoming. A couple of those are a stretch. That's a huge stretch. Manu being Steph is a stretch. Is a crazy stretch. Kawhi being Dylan is probably the biggest stretch. But Dylan is great. But that's like completely different types of players. Boris, Jeremy is a little bit of a stretch, but not really. Like, both of them are, those connectors, but they play completely different. I like it though. I like where your mind went. Thanks for the super chat too.
Minutes. Is that a part of your game you're hoping to exploit this season?
Of course.
I missed the question. I'm sorry.
You personally got 10 free throw attempts tonight in 15 minutes. Is that?
Yeah, he went 9 for 10, I think.
A part of your game you're hoping to exploit this season?
Of course. I guess the free throws are just a byproduct of, being able to use your body better, because you get free throws only if you don't fade every time. You know what I mean? Like if you go towards the basket, but going towards the basket means also fighting against.
Lord knows last season. Yeah, Wemby would just take like a half-court shot just for the heck of it. And it's like, let's get them in trouble a little bit, Like it's a high risk, high, reward, and we don't really need a high risk, high reward when it's the first, second, quarter in the game. Like, yeah, I like that he is being a little bit more mindful of getting to the rim. But I feel like those first 2 seasons were definitely just Vic trying to scope out what he can and cannot get away with. But yeah, I like that he's been more adamant about trying to get to the rim, because that's going to be your most efficient shot, right? I mean, that's pretty demoralizing. They're not going to be able to stop you.
The pressure of the defense, but fighting is also your own momentum, and that takes strength and control, and that comes with experience.
Go ahead, Mike. In this second season with Mitch, is it kind of picking up where you left off from, or is it still a lot of new install stuff?
And by the way, what somebody mentioned, like I should bring up how good Mitch has been. Like, I said last live stream that one thing I noticed with Mitch Johnson is that he has just been so more animated, I guess. You know what I mean? He's just been, I don't know, you can tell that he is definitely taking over the team. Like, guys are coming to him, you can see him, and we only get to see them during games, right? So I know that this is very like surface level what we're seeing, but I feel like he's more animated. I feel like guys are coming up to him, approaching him. Yeah, I don't know. He looks like our coach, you know? Oh my God. Oh no, guys. I got a super chat from Caps. Should I read it? Oh God. Oh God. I'm obligated to read these. Will Sohan ever play? The team is way more cohesive without him so far. Oh my God. Jeez. Thank you, Cap. Thanks for the super chat. Yes, Sohan will play. He's just a little hurt right now. He had like a calf injury or something like that. He'll be back and he'll fit in just fine and be great, and we'll all be great and we'll celebrate how great we are. Okay. All right.
It's definitely more than just picking up. You know, the coaching staff. It might not be very visible, but the coaching staff did a very good job all summer, in my opinion. And in preparing us, for the season, we got a more extended plan and a better recognition of our roles, each other, I guess, the players and the staff. So it's Mitch did much more than just picking up where we left from.
Oh, that's really great to hear. Yeah, they kind of brought that up in the first preseason that, and maybe it was before the preseason, that everyone is getting their roles established. And that's really good because we didn't know what role people would be, but we finally have a team that's pretty solid, right? We finally have a team where we know you're going to be here a while, right? Before it was like there's Wemby and then everyone else. Like, we knew that Fasel has a place on the team. We knew Keldon, for the most part, there was that one scare from Keldon himself. It seemed like he was kind of, worried when they might have traded him for Fox. And then we knew that Fox, he's going to be long term. So this is the first time, because before it was just kind of up in the air. It was just like Wemby and everybody else. But now that you have a team that's more established and, you started that pillar of defense starting with Sohan. Caps, you hear me? Sohan. Starting with Sohan and then obviously getting Wembanyama, getting Castle. Like, you kind of know what you can hang your hat on right now. And it's that defense. Carter Bryant. So it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to see. So now people just have concrete roles. You love it. Oh, is the rest in French? The rest might be in French.
Opportunité de concret que.
Okay, like I always say, you guys do this all the time. If you want to post the French translation, whenever this video is uploaded, just do it in the comment section. I'll pin it so people can see what the question and answers are from that. So good stuff. Good stuff. As always, good stuff. Nerf and Wemby blocks to hand claps. What's that mean? I don't even know what that means. I'm so ashamed for not speaking French. It's okay. I think we can look at. Do we have a Mitch Johnson one? Oh, we have a Mitch Johnson one. All right, we can do Mitch Johnson, and then I want to take a look at what the GM said about Wemby. Why are you up so late? Is it late? Oh gosh, it's almost midnight, isn't it? All right, so we're going to take a look at what Mitch Johnson had to say. Mitch Johnson on team competitiveness and overtime thriller. I am definitely curious on what he has to say. He looks real happy right here. He looks a little too happy. I don't know why he's so happy right now. I'm just kidding. This game was great. But yeah, before we do that, just really quick, as always, if you guys are interested at all in daily fantasy sports, download Sleeper. They are the sponsor of this video and the live stream. As you can see here, I'm scrolling on my phone right now. You just take your picks. It's so easy. Right now, they only have NFL and some other sports. They don't have NBA. That's the main thing. That's the main thing that I think most of you guys will be messing around with. But if you are an NFL fan, it's super easy. You just make your picks on what you think a player will or will not do. You add it all together, and you can make some decent money. If you guys are interested in it, please download it and use the promo code. That's the most important thing. Use the promo code CLAN, and you receive 100% match up to $100. But just show love to the channel by using that promo code. Okay, that's the most important thing. But the link is in the description if you guys care about that. So Mitch Johnson,
how would you rate the performance of?
Talk about greatness. I'm about to break. Get down. Ain't no mistake. I can't remember how the song goes. How does that song go? The Ringer, Eminem, Kamikaze album. Show you how to make greatness. I'm about to break. Get down. Ain't no mistake. I don't know.
How would you rate the performance of your top draft pick there?
I think it was just, again, I mean, I did say it before. It was just nice to see him on the court. Obviously, he made some plays, which hopefully he'll feel good about.
Who are we talking about?
How would you rate the performance of your top draft pick there?
Oh, Dylan Harper.
I think it was just, again, I mean, I did say it before. It was just nice to see him on the court. Obviously, he made some plays, which hopefully he'll feel good about. But just to be able to do it in the front of fans and in the bright lights, and whether it was the plays that people will talk about when he scored or he made a shot or he made a good pass, which are real, but just to be able to.
Hold on, this just doesn't feel. This doesn't feel right. Hold on, can you guys just give me 1 second? Just give me a second, real quick. Okay, just real quick. Just here. Yeah, just be patient with me. Okay, I just gotta. I don't like this. I don't like how this doesn't seem right. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, we're good to go. All right, now let's listen to what our coach has to say.
Go through team defense and run the floor and have someone not on your team or a teammate guarding you or trying to score on you. It's just invaluable experience. And so again, it's just another step for him in his young career as he's going to continue to grow.
How do you think he kind of performed on the defensive end of things?
Well, I thought he competed. Again, he's mature for his age. I think he's able to retain things and not make a lot of repeatable mistakes, which is sometimes few far and in between for a kid at that age, and it's something that is a good base to build off of. And there's also some stuff that game's going fast and he can probably anticipate a little bit better, but for the most part, I thought he did well. He was tired.
Why are you guys laughing? Stop laughing, bro. Listen to our coach. Listen to what our coach has to say. All right, you guys need to stop playing around. See, this is the problem. Nobody takes anything serious no more, bro. Like, this is the problem with this generation. You guys just like joke around all the time. You don't take anything serious. Like, it's crazy. You guys got to get it together, okay? All right. You ready? You guys ready? Okay. Cool.
You know, obviously, at some point we want him to get up and pressure, and I think his mind was probably telling him more than his feet were following, but I thought he did a really good job.
Where's the trigger?
With the play down the stretch by Jones Garcia and Carter, just
where are they?
You were able to step up on both ends.
I thought it was a good competitive response. I thought similar to Miami, we did some things disappointingly where we weren't probably playing as consistent as we wanted, but some of those guys at the end were competing, and sometimes you get rewarded when you compete and play hard, and I thought they did a good job of that, and then they made some plays and they finished it out, which is important.
What do you make of David as a player at this kind of stage of his career?
He's competitive. He is obviously dynamic with the basketball and has the ability to put the ball in the hole. And if he can raise that other part of his game to match that, then he's got a real chance.
Who are you?
Were you
I wish somebody would ask him that. Who are you? I'm Justice. But no, yeah, David Jones Garcia is very competitive. It's good to see. It's definitely good to see. I am listening to him. It's just, how can you not hear Batman?
going back to the Victor, who we haven't talked about yet, but were you pleased with his the way he got to the foul line tonight? Just kind of his aggression, and is that a part of his game you see being a big part of his game?
I do, and I think for all that was made out of his off season or time off, I think we probably didn't talk about how long that is for him to play a real game. So the excitement, the angst to go perform.
I hate that it happened the way it happened, right? I don't want him to have a blood clot or anything. That really sucked. But I was saying way before any of that, I was like, I don't know how I felt about Wemby doing Eurobasket, where like he has to put so much effort and focus, even mentally, into that. I wanted him to have a legitimate offseason. And I hate that it went down the way it did, but he had a legitimate offseason. Like, probably the best offseason anyone could ever have. My cat's meowing. Why are you meowing? You okay? Yeah, he had the best offseason anyone could ask for. So
probably he's just continually going to slow down here for the next couple days, weeks, games. And I think tonight was just a byproduct of that.
I wanted to ask you real quick about Bismack, too. He's kind of the reasons you guys brought him back, and just watching him out there tonight playing with, you know, the two-way guys and all that stuff, and what he brings to that kind of situation.
He's a pro. He's always ready. You can coach him hard, talks to his teammates, understands every minute in the gym, in the game is important. The end of that fourth quarter into overtime is a ton of impressions and experience for those young guys, and for someone of his...
That Biyombo contest, I think at the end of the fourth quarter, was really impressive.
His experience to be able to help and be a part of that is invaluable for your program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone played great. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. It was just good. They can find that earlier now in players. What are you referring to? Rebounds. I'm just looking through here. He's going to have us running defense with the typical strats off, dropping into a dark alleyway and punching the attacker. Yeah. Clutch overtime. It was such a good game. So fun. That was such a fun preseason game. I don't know if I've seen a preseason game that fun in a while. All right, I want to see the GM surveys. Let's see. All right, so is this all of them? Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Nice. So we have it right here. So 2025-26 NBA GM survey, 49 questions ahead of new season. So they do this every year. Pretty sure we looked at this. Yeah, I think we look at this every year. So they asked some GMs some questions on how they feel about, you know, the players around the league. And apparently our boy Wembanyama ended up on quite a few of these lists, right? On things that they had to say. So yeah, Mr. Clip said Castle's our hottest player. I don't think they asked who's the hottest player in the NBA. I don't think they asked that. Castle's a handsome young man. I'm just saying. Nothing. Hey, no judgment on my part, my friend. No judgment on my part. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this really fast. Big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this segment, sponsoring this video, and sponsoring this live stream. So if you guys are interested at all in Sleeper, please go download it. Link in the description is Daily Fantasy Sports. Super easy. All you have to do is you just download it, use the promo code GLEN. You'll receive 100% match up to $100, and on top of it is super simple. You just go on. The NBA isn't on there yet, so just be patient because the season hasn't really started yet. But if you want to do some NFL, like you just say, I think this player have more than 0.5 passing yards or something like that. Add it all together, make you some quick bucks if that's something you're interested in. If you don't care about any of that, they have some really good social media. It's like basically social media just for sports, in which it shows like live streams, people reaction to what's going on, or live scores during games and what people feel about these games. So if you guys are interested in that at all, go check it out. It's some really good stuff. And actually, hold on, I'll show you that real quick. See, if you go to NBA, this is what I mean. Sports, you got the highlights, hey, that's us. You got highlights, you got people's reactions to it, latest news, a lot of good stuff. So if you want to get it just for that, that's cool too. That will suffice. But just show some love for the channel. Download with the link below. All right, so let's take a look at what the GMs had to say. My cat is freaking out right now. What is wrong? What's wrong? You okay? I don't know what's going on. Anyways, GM survey, 49 questions. Let's see. So we have, which team will win the 2026 NBA Finals? We are nowhere to be seen. That is fine. They had Cleveland that high? Eastern Conference ranking. Oh, okay. I got it. All right. Jeez. We're on here at all? We're on here a little bit. We're on here a little bit. Not really. All right, let's see. I wonder, though, when they ask these GMs... So let me read the beginning of this. The reigning champs started... The GMs responded... Okay. Percentages are based on the pool of respondents to that particular question and not necessarily all 30 GMs. Yeah, because keep in mind that some people, it was the same thing with the NBA player surveys. Some of them just didn't want to answer certain questions that they thought would be disrespectful to peers. So yeah, I guess the GMs wouldn't be biased here. I wonder if that like 3% right there was our GM. I don't know. All right, here we go. Players who will win the MVP. Vic came in 4th. Wow. Okay. Vic came in 4th. That's pretty high. If you were starting a franchise today and could sign any player in the NBA, who would it be? Why would it not be Vic? You know, like, no offense. SGA is great. But if you could sign any player in the NBA, who would it be? Like, I feel like even financial-wise and potential winning-wise, it would be Vic. But I guess SGA just won a championship, but, like, fire those other GMs that said SGA over Victor Wembanyama. That's just stupid. He's great, but that's stupid. Which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? All right, we didn't make that one, but Jokic is number 1. Breakout season. We wouldn't really be on that one, right? Oh, we were on that one. We got tied at 2nd. 10% say Victor Wembanyama. Breakout season? I don't know if Wemby will ever have a breakout season. You know what I mean? Like, all of his seasons have been pretty like, I don't know. Breakout season to me is a player where it's like just substantially better than where they were. And I feel like Vic is just gradually getting better, but he's always in that high tier of like a top player in the NBA. Like, I don't know if you count. Like, for instance, did Tim Duncan, for instance, ever have a breakout season? Like, that's how I'm viewing this right now. Like, was there a breakout season for Tim? Like, he was day one, the man. I don't know. What do you guys think about the breakout thing? Am I looking too deep into it? Vic having an actual breakout now would be insane. Well, what is breakout? 20 points game to 35-point game or something? Okay. I guess I just think back on like other superstars we've had, and it's like, where was the breakout? Well, Kawhi had a noticeable breakout. I just don't think it'll be as noticeable as like Kawhi. You know, I feel like it'd be more Tim Duncan. I don't think Tim Duncan ever really had a breakout season. He had a peak, but anyways. Let's see, best point guard. We don't have to worry about that. Best shooting guard. Don't have to worry about that. Small forward. Don't have to worry. We're not going to be on any of those. Who's the best power forward? Best center. Vic got... Dang. I mean, he got second, but he only got 3%. I ain't mad at that. Jokic is better. Let's see. High percentage total votes on position questions. Okay. Off-season moves. Okay. All right. Well, saying we didn't have the best over, I mean, that's fine. I mean, we made some really subtle, quiet moves, I think. Most underrated player acquisition. Luke Cornett made 4th. He tied for 4th. All right. Most underrated player acquisition. Yeah, that was a huge pickup. Luke Cornett's a huge pickup. He's already been really great. Which team will be most improved? 25-26, 20%. I'm surprised we're not 1. I'm really surprised we're not 1 on this one. But we're tied at second. What was the most surprising move of the offseason? We won't be on this one. Rookie international players. Who will win Rookie of the Year? Whoa! I mean, yeah, Cooper, sure, but like, Dylan Harper didn't even make the list? What the heck? What's that about? Edgecombe does look good. Which rookie would be the best player in 5 years? Which rookie will be the best player in 5 years? So, like, better than the rest? Yeah, I mean, probably Coop. That's fine. I'm okay with saying Cooper Flag would be better than Dylan Harper. Let's see here. Rookie biggest steal where... Yeah, no, we won't be on that one. Oh, wait. We should be on that one. Which rich rookie was the biggest steal at where he was selected in the draft? Oh, yeah. Okay, we are on that one. My bad. Yeah, I was like, we should be on that one. Yeah. We're tied at 2. Okay. Carter Bryant. Who is the best international player in the NBA? Jokic. Jokic got a lot of these. Defense. Who's the best defensive player in the NBA? It's such a shame. He should have 2 defensive player of the years now. Like, it's so stupid. I mean, you can't control last year, you know. I don't think like we should protest last year and say, well, you need to play play less games to win it. But like, yeah, you can't just start bending the rules. I get it. But circumstances are stupid. That first year though was BS. It shouldn't have been Rudy Gobert that first year. I thought that was stupid. Over Vic. I didn't agree with that. Who is the best perimeter defender in the NBA? See, you got Dyson Daniels, Alex Caruso, Amen Thompson, Lou Dort. Those are fine. I'm not mad at that. I'm not offended by any of that. I wouldn't expect anybody to say like Castle or Sohan right now. Who is the best interior defender in the NBA? Are we who is this 10%, bro? Who is this 10% that chose Rudy Gobert over Vic? That's so stupid. I'm sorry. Rudy Gobert is not as good of an interior defender as Victor Wembanyama in the good year 2025. Like, that is so silly. That is so silly to me. Who is the most versatile defender in the NBA? We won't be on that, will we? We got tied at 4th with Vic. Most versatile. Okay. Okay, and it's all pretty close, so like, I mean, he might as well have been third, right? That's fine. Which is the best defensive team in the NBA? We're going to be in top tier, but like I wouldn't expect anybody to think that right now. Coaches, who is the best coach in the NBA? I don't expect us to be on there. Eric Spoelstra, that is fine. Let's see, which coach is the best manager, motivator of the player, of the people? Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Which head coach makes the best in-game decisions? Okay. All right, a lot of this, I don't think we'll be on here. Which head coach has the best defensive schemes? Yeah, we won't be on any of these. Best assistant coach of the NBA, we won't be on any of these. And this might be one of the biased ones. That's probably our GM, right? Sean Sweeney, San Antonio. Like, yeah, a lot of these GMs, I don't know if they'll really key in on all these guys. Which active player would make the best head coach someday? Yeah, Chris Paul, like everyone would say. Mike Conley, TJ McConnell, Garrett Temple. Wait. Is Garrett Temple still... What? He's still playing? Garrett Temple is still playing? I'll be darned. Look at this. Man, I could have sworn he would have been out of the NBA by now. Huh. 28 games last season. He played with us for like 2 seasons, couple seasons. I remember Garrett Temple. Yeah, there he is. What the heck? Yeah, I'm like, that's so long ago. I guess he's just one of those very smart bench guys, right? That just kind of a journeyman in the NBA because of how good of a veteran he is. Wow. Okay. I was never like a huge Garrett Temple fan, but I had some good times playing with him on 2K back in the day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I made use of him. Also receiving votes, Kyle Anderson and Luke Cornett. Okay. Miscellaneous. Which team is the most fun to watch? Come on. Oh, come on. We didn't make that one. All right. Well, I guess last year we weren't that fun. Which team has the best home court advantage? Yeah, it's gonna always be the Nuggets, man. Denver's so hard to play in. Which team will have the league's most efficient offense this season? We won't be on that one. Which team level of success this season is toughest to predict? Which team's level of success this season is toughest to predict? What does that mean? Which team's level of success this season is toughest to predict? Just like how good they'll be this season? Like you don't know? I guess that's what it means. 76 got nearly half. Which team has the most promising young core? That's fair. I ain't mad at that. That's fair. You guys think that's fair, right? Us being second to Thunder? That's okay. We'll wake them up. We'll wake them up this year. Which player is the most athletic? We won't be on that one. Oh, we were on that one. Somebody chose Victor Wembanyama. Or he received some votes. Which player is the best pure shooter? Won't be there. Klay Thompson? Is that... Come on, y'all. They went Steph Castle, and then they just went Klay with 7%. I guess... Not Steph Castle, I'm sorry. Steph Curry. I guess... well, it's 93%. You know? It's 93%. Like, how are you not going to choose anybody else? I'm just shocked that Klay got number 2. I feel like you could have chose some other players. Which player is the fastest with the ball? De'Aaron Fox. Coming in at number 1, De'Aaron Fox. So we're on this pretty often. Which player is the best at moving without the ball? Steph Curry, obviously. Oh. What did you just drop? My cat jumped on here. And I don't know what... I heard something drop. Oh. I'll get it later. It was my keyboard topper. Hey. You okay? I don't know what's going on with her. Let's see what else we got here. We got which player is the best leader? Steph got one. Steph Curry got one. Who is the most versatile player in the NBA? Didn't they ask that earlier? Girl, she did that. Okay, she did that too. Ugh. Nope. If you're gonna say it, you gotta be good. Nope. There we go. All right, you gotta be good. If you're gonna say it, you gotta be good. Okay. Which player is the best passer? Nikola Jokic. Trae Young at 3. Luka Doncic at 2. Interesting. Which player is the best leader? We won't be on that one, right? Yeah. Who is the most versatile player in the NBA? Am I tripping? Did she scroll all the way up? Yeah, she scrolled all the way. I'm tripping. We already went over that. All right. Which player has the best basketball IQ? Obviously, we won't be on that one right now. But those are fine names. Chris Paul, LeBron, Jokic. You know, there's nothing wrong with those. Which player would you want taking a shot in the game online? Ooh, that's a good one. I bet you a lot of GMs didn't answer this. Steph Curry, number 1. Kevin Durant at number 2. Tyrese Halliburton. Yes. I agree. Tyrese Halliburton. Jeez, bro. What a great finals. He should have won. Hopefully he'll be healthy. Not this season. He'll be out this season, right? Hopefully he'll be back next season. All right, what's this? What rule regarding play schedule, draft, lottery, playoff format, roster construction, etc. most needs to change? Roster construction. Apron rules too harsh. Add a cap discount for own drafted players. Allow trading partial salaries. Make all minimum contracts the same. Okay. Let's see. Draft schedules number 2. Back to 1 day, 1 lottery on. Wait, what? Draft schedule. Back to 1 day. Only lottery on day 1 after free agency. I agree. Like, even when we did our live streams, guys, I don't even think we live streamed the second day. Did we? I don't think we did it. Game flow, continuous, faster review. Okay, that's number 3. Playoff format, seed 1 through 16. Top seeds choose opponents. Change play-in format. What? Hold on. Top seed choose opponents? What does that mean? The playoff format and then the top seeds get to choose who they're going to play? Am I just not catching this? What does that mean? Now my cat is biting my foot. Oh, she wants to play. She started biting my foot. Yeah, what does that mean? Every all NBA first team player, LeBron beat the East during his... Wait. Okay, that's... All right. I thought you were answering this. Draft system. Can't draft in top 6 in 3 straight years. Shouldn't reward losing. Number is 7%. Can't draft in top 6 in 3 straight years? I don't really agree with that. Not necessarily. I don't think I really agree with that. And you say shouldn't reward losing, but like certain teams, like we weren't supposed to be number 2 in this draft. Like our odds were pretty low to be top 2 in the, like that was not supposed to happen. And I wouldn't say that the Spurs got rewarded for losing. And then the same thing with Dallas, right? Dallas wasn't supposed to be that high. They weren't supposed to be number one. So like, did they get rewarded for losing? I don't know. I do get it though. There's certain teams, but the NBA has implemented certain things where it makes it more difficult for you to even, tank. Just continuously tank. They give you enough incentives to not do that. But I don't know. What if you like have injuries for a couple seasons and that just kind of screw you over, right? And then you go into the third year and it's like, wait, there's a player in that third lottery I really want. But now you're like, oh no, you can't do that. I don't know. Fewer back-to-backs. I think this should be higher on the list. No home road back-to-backs. It's too many. It is too many back-to-backs. It's not even me at this point sympathizing for the players necessarily. It's just me, like, even as a viewer, it's like, God, bro, like, maybe it's because I have to live stream as well, where I'm just like, geez, like, we already have another game. I kind of like that breathing room to think about the last game, It's cool though. It's cool. Well, that was good. We ended up on this list quite often. Wait, I didn't even see. Oh, okay. Same thing. De'Aaron Fox, fastest with the ball. He was 52% last year, 53 this season. This is going to be a really great season. I'm excited. Guess that's all I really have to say about this. Cool stuff. Cool beans, as the children would say. Oh. Anyways, LeBron's a leader. LeBron is a leader. He's a good leader. All right, guys. I am going to hop off. All right. It's getting kind of late. Did an hour and 30 minutes. That is cool. That is cool. I will be back on Monday. If anyone missed any of the segments, I'll upload all the segments from this live stream in the next couple days. Okay. So I just want to say, I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend. Thank you so much for all the love and appreciation you showed for the channel. It means a lot to me that after these games, I hop on and people are like, hey, I want to talk to the chat, or I want to see what Clan think about whatever. That's cool. I do appreciate it. I hope that we can get more people over, and their first thought after these games is, hey, let's go to that community over at, Clan the Spurs fan channel. So, but yeah, much love. I'll get with you guys later.